I mean, they had the dagger, they had the sand. Thank God. Thank fucking God. I remember going to the movies to watch that movie, and I legitimately thought that the dagger of time was not gonna be there. I was I was so convinced that it was not gonna be there, but it was there, which was good. Made me happy. But everything else in the movie was like, compared to like the lore, okay, whatever. I remember I had two options. It was either that movie or Paranormal Activity. And I think, yeah, the Prince of Persia movie and the Paranormal Activity, the first Paranormal Activity movie, they both premiered the same date. It was the same date they premiered. And I remember my mom was actually convincing me to not watch Paranormal Activity. You know, let me tell you guys something about let me tell you guys something about Nigerian moms, okay? Tell you guys something, okay? Let me fill you in on some of that lore when it comes to Nigerian moms, African moms, right? They are big believers. Very big believers. Wait a minute. You know? Alright. Burn the building. Oh my god, hello, frame drop? And by that, I mean, if there is any kind of movie with like Paranormal Activity, ghosts, like poltergeist type of shit, they say They say nah. So my mom convinced me. To not watch Paranormal Activity premiere because she was 100% convinced that by watching that movie, I would bring haunted demons home. Yes, you heard me right. You heard me right. She convinced me that if I watched the movie, I was gonna bring home demons. I would have nightmares for the rest of my life, and I would never be able to get over that movie. And I didn't really care. You guys know me. Like, horror movies doesn't really scare me that much. Like, I fucking tend to like cry laughing of how stupid the characters are in movies when it comes to horror movies, right? Duh. I love horror movies, right? I love them, I hate them. But for my mom's sake, right? For Mama B Monkey's sake, I said, okay, fine. I'm not gonna go watch it, but I'm only not gonna watch it because of you. You know? But when that movie comes out, I'm letting you know, when that movie comes out on DVD, I'm watching that shit. I'm watching that shit in my fucking room, and you can't do anything about it. So yeah, she convinced me. My mom convinced me to not watch the movie because she thought that the Paranormal Activity was gonna bring forward demons in the apartment and whatsoever. So I was like, alright, fine. I'm not gonna watch it, Mom, but only because I love you, okay? Only because I love you. I'm not gonna watch it. And then when I watched it, I remember I watched it for the first time with my sister, my elder sister. We watched it together at home. When we watched that movie together, we were just fucking crying laughing. It was me, my elder sister, and like a couple of our friends that watched it together, and we were just laughing, dying fucking laughing. The fucking movie was a joke. I mean, it was exciting, right? It was like a little bit tense, right? The first time you watched the very first Paranormal Activity movie, the first time ever, of course, you know, it can build some tension. I'll agree. It can build some tension. You can sit there and be like, oh shit, night 3, fuck, right? You start getting chills and all that stuff. But then after like fucking 6-7 movies later, right, of Paranormal Activity movies, it gets a little bit old, you know? It gets a little bit old. At the start, it was like, okay, wow, this might be, you know, based on a true story, right? some Fatal Frame type of shit based on a true story. But then 7 movies later, it's like, is this really based on a story? Or is it just like, you know, you're just squeezing out the money? Because I know people are gonna go watch the movies